Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you've all been happy, healthy, and well, guys. This is what I want to hear. So, I've been on a pick a card streak lately. These are really my favorite kind of readings to do. And I felt guided to do one today for singles out there, okay? Or even, maybe this can be for those of you in it can be like a situationship. Maybe you're not committed, but the theme of this is going to be like what is coming towards you in love. Maybe like your future partner, these kinds of things. So it is intended for those of you who are single or looking for a potential life partner. Okay. Um, so let's get started here. Now, in this particular one, now I have 3 decks ready to go on the side over here for you to pick. But I felt guided to do kind of a message, like a beginning message for all. Okay, and maybe just some advice, maybe some dating advice, some food for thought that will maybe help you to, number one, attract whatever I'm about to feel, but also to kind of guide you along. Okay. Um, Now we're starting off here with the Chariot, the Hierophant, and the Page of Cups. It's funny, and I laughed when I kind of was shuffling and pulling these out. There's a big energy here. I feel, first and foremost, what you need to maybe ensure that you are doing is like be clear. I feel the Hierophant is telling me, I feel an energy of be clear about what the hell it is that you want. So if, let's say, again, now this is intended more for marriage or like life partner kind of energy, and I just saw 222. So if it's something casual, that you're looking for, this reading may not be for you, okay? But anywho, this is like an energy of be very clear about what you want and make sure that the people who you are entertaining are interested in the same thing. See, this is an energy. Now, the Page of Cups is a very sweet energy. I feel an energy, of somebody very friendly and very, charming, and, they're nice person. And no one's saying they're not. But to me, this feels more like somebody casual. And, maybe someone who's, looking for maybe friendship, maybe a little cuddling, maybe a little, hearts and flowers, here and there. But it doesn't feel committal. It just feels like they want to date and maybe aren't looking to settle down or really partner up. I mean, and for me, it's more like settling down, more monogamous kind of energy. And what I feel here is you need to make sure that you are in a place, if this is what you're looking for, that you will not tolerate or really entertain, people who are like this. And it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean this, that, the other thing. It just means that they are not for you. You are not on the same page. And translation, you will be wasting your time. So that's first and foremost what I feel. Now, there's also an energy coming through now with the Five of Pentacles that I feel, of now avoiding people who are, okay. Now, in this world, right, that we live in, right, everybody has gone through something. And this more feels like, people who have gone through breakups, okay? Like, probably 90% of everyone watching, including the reader, right, has gone through. And I just saw 444 on the timer. But this is an energy for me, though, of not being healed from an old relationship. At least, I'm sure, I mean, like there are some wounds, or some things that, maybe never really fully heal, but they heal over, and maybe people are still healing. But this is an energy of someone completely unhealed. So it can be, let's say you're getting with somebody who, again, maybe they weren't married, maybe they were just broken up from an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, maybe they're divorced, okay? Maybe not, okay? Maybe it's just someone who was single, and like you're the first, or maybe second, maybe the first one, really. But this is for me an energy of somebody who is very needy, very unhealed. Okay, someone who's kind of, I feel though, for the purposes of this, the main thing I want to get off is someone who is unhealed from another relationship. In other words, looking to rebound with you. And I saw 555 when I said that. Avoid these people. In other words, they're looking to fill the void of their ex, and it will not work well. It will not. This is like an energy to be very careful with. When you get the whiff of that, drop it. Or if it's someone, let's say, who, I don't know, because I'm getting more of an energy of them being emotionally attached still to an ex or to somebody else. Cut it off. Move on. No more dates. You can maybe be nice to them, entertain them, but you can't take them seriously, unfortunately. They still have some healing to do. Now, this is also an energy of, I don't know how to say it. It's like this energy of, it feels like insecurity, but to a point that, like where you can't have friends, where you can't spend time with your family, where you can't go out without them, without being accused of cheating, of being like that kind of stuff. Forget it. Possessive, avoid that. And I'm also getting another kind of energy, like it's this kind of energy of the cling, but it's not the good kind of cling. I think a little clingy is good, a little clingy, a little, it's kind of cute. But this is the kind of energy where it's like, the type where like you're at a let's say you're at a function or a family party or a holiday, and they just can't leave your side, like, because they follow you wherever you go, or like they need to be clung on to you. And if you don't allow them to, or it's like, what are you doing? They will get highly offended. Watch out for those types as well. May feel good. It may, but there's something here about that where it's just like, I get possessive vibe, like trouble. It's insecurity, but too much so. To broaden that, it really just feels like the possessive, jealous types, but also the insecure types that, you don't, you could be at work and you don't text them back, and, who are you cheating with? You know what I mean? Like, let's say you go to the beach or something and they get a little attention, and it's like, I don't know, or you get a little attention because you look good, and it's like they go crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Forget it. Now the King of Cups, it's funny, the King of Cups is here. This also makes me feel an energy of, what you want to look for is someone who is emotionally mature. Emotionally mature. Guy or a girl who is sure of their feelings, in tune with their feelings, and is not really afraid to show them or admit them or talk about them. And I'm not talking just about feelings for you. I'm talking about, day to day things and, you know, being transparent, a certain level of transparency, emotional transparency. Let me just get one more. Okay. The 10 of Wands. This is like an energy like, oh God, Death card. It's like an energy of another one you want to look out for. Another types that you want to look out for are, I feel like, see, now here's the liar. It's funny how when the advice comes out, the energy always goes right with it. Seven of Swords, nasty. This is like an energy of liars. Avoid them. Shady people, who don't tell you, basic thing like, oh, what are you, oh, what are you doing today? And they don't tell you, or they're just vague. Time you coming home? It's like if they give you weird answers, they don't want to. Forget it. Call it out. Drop them. Shady. But this is also a kind of an energy of, I feel, people who are a little out of balance in their work life. I feel like kind of workaholic energy, but more to the type where they may be looking for a relationship to kind of drown out the stress of their job and of their life because they're miserable. Forget it. I'm getting an energy of like a cheater. Watch the Workaholics. The big thing, though, that I'm getting is, again, with these two, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Swords was over here, and the Seven of, there's like an energy of watch out for exes. People, again, now 9 times out of 10, right? If not, probably 10 out of 10, arguably, right? Somebody has all had an ex, okay? Someone who they've broken up with. And you need to ensure that your soulmate or your new person is emotionally detached from them. Okay, some people, right? We can all kind of still maybe have feelings for our ex. Like, I don't know, or someone who we, maybe there wasn't any bad blood. Maybe it just didn't work out, right? And they you have a little bit of a soft spot for them, but where you're not emotionally attached or obsessed, but more it's coming out like in the breakup sense. Watch out for those who are still hurting or wish they could work it out, have major guilt over this and that. And like, also there's a big energy coming through of like, if you get with somebody with kids, younger children, watch out, like make sure that there's somebody who is in balance with either the mother or the father. In other words, like it's cordial. It's, there isn't too much drama. I mean, there could be, but it's more where, the mother or the father isn't running their life in a toxic way. Yeah, that's what I feel. Okay, because the Empress is here, and this makes me feel like either a bitter baby mom or a bitter baby dad. It's like this energy of that, like an ex-wife or an ex-husband who's, doesn't want to see their ex happy in a way, or like in another relationship, and wants to kind of, ruin their life and this and that. Be careful of that. Especially when there's children involved, because the children really are the ultimate priority and should be. Just make sure that it's kind of like a healthy environment. Okay, so yeah, see, that's what I feel. So now this is the Four of Wands. So this is an energy. In other words, look for stability in a person. Mental, emotional. More emotional for me, to me it's kind of, stability overall. Mental, emotional, financial stability does not mean that they need to be rich. It just means you need to be able to pay your damn bills. You're holding down your fort. You're not a lazy bum. You're not afraid to get your, hands dirty. Okay? So that's what I feel. All right? Kind of going into this. And now let me get the decks out. Oh, there's a final message here with the Hangman. I feel this is like an energy, first of all, to avoid. See, what came in underneath it? Heartbroken people. Forget it. They're not ready. They're going. It's like an energy. This is like someone, and I feel, who wants to use you kind of as a rebound. And it's like an energy. Just forget about it. You'll get sucked right in. Okay, and it's also, that's coming out with that X energy again, or even, let's broaden it to just, like someone who's not at peace with, their past, with whatever may have happened to them in a relationship or, whatever. This is like an energy of somebody who does not help themselves. But I'm feeling it more, though, as like not over an X. Okay? Watch out for that kind of energy. All right. So with that being said, and that advice being given, so let's get the 3 decks out. So we can start to pick a deck or pick a card, pick a deck. Okay. So here is now deck number 1. Look at it. Get a look at it. Here's deck number 2. And deck number 3. All right, so make your choice, and we will begin. So let me just put, all right, number 3 over here. Hold on. Number 3, number 2. So I go in order. Okay, so welcome to deck number 1. Those of you who chose number 1. Let's get started. So, let's see. Who is your future? Okay, your future soulmate. Your future soulmate. Future life partner. Okay. It's interesting. I just heard the name Tom, or like Tommy, Tom. Now with names, just take it with a grain of salt, because it could be something. Could be a name of a store. It could be a brand. It could be something on a menu. It could be the name of a person. Now, it's interesting. I also just, was making me feel, those of you who watch or know of this TV show, Vanderpump Rules, I was thinking of like Tom from that show, or even like maybe it's something to do with, Real Housewives. Maybe it's someone who knows of it or likes it. But that could be something relevant. Something about that show. All right, but anywho, let's get into this now. Okay, the moon. The Empress. I always loved the standard Empress. in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. This is my original deck that I first started with many years ago, and I call her Old Faithful. Okay, here's the Two of Wands, the Tower, and the Nine of... Okay. This feels maybe more like of timing. It's a mixture of timing and like the person, maybe a little bit about the person. I get an energy of the winter months. There's something about the winter months that I'm feeling. It makes me feel like the moon is making me feel the winter, first of all. I also feel like an energy of somebody who may have been, now in an older relationship. Even you, I also feel as well, you probably are going to have come with some disappointment as well, past disappointment, before you meet this person. And actually what it feels like is you both will. Like there's kind of this energy, maybe you both were with a partner who, I don't know if it's like devalued you or made you feel like you didn't mean anything to them. And I feel an energy like maybe the both of you will mimic each other in this, in that when you're in a relationship, you kind of give your all. And I feel you and your future soulmate did, and for it to be kind of blown up in one's face. And I also get an energy of maybe this entire time that you were apart, you were both kind of building up your self-esteem again. Rebuilding your self-worth to a point where you kind of know you don't need anyone, and they don't know, or no, I'm sorry, they know that they don't really need anyone, right, in order to be happy. There's a really beautiful energy, and it feels like you both are coming from like very similar places. I also feel an energy with this moon card of kind of like, okay, the guy or girl who you may be with, there's like an energy of like a serious person. I feel like I'm hearing the word like stout. Maybe they like Guinness, that beer, like stout, like the beer. Maybe they're like a little bit of a beer, like a beer drinker. Or like strong tasting. I'm getting even like strong tasting drinks, and not necessarily alcohol. I'm getting more, like also like what I drink, like coffee, like strong coffee. I'm not really getting tea. I'm getting more like coffee. Could even be like Greek, Italian, like Middle East, like something with strong coffee. Even like, if you've ever had like Cafe Bustelo, like that kind of coffee, like very strong coffee. Maybe they like strong tasting liquid beverages. I also, I get this kind of energy of, I feel you both broke up. And there's this kind of energy, it's like when you are both kind of single and doing your thing, and it feels like more when you least expect it, this person comes along. It kind of feels like when you're happily single and they're happily single, you meet. The Tower. The universe kind of intervenes. The hand of God, as I like to say. And what this feels like is it shakes up your world, both of your worlds. So for this person, I get an energy of as for like what they do for a living, I feel they are very, this feels like more personality. I'm getting like pensive, like a thoughtful person, like someone who's deep in thought, deep in, not necessarily in their head. I feel like they are a deep, like a ponderer, a feeler, a thinker. Like I don't get energy of like the mundane with them. They take nothing for granted. I'm even getting an energy, for some reason, like of this candle, let's say, okay? They're the type that maybe looks at the fire and kind of wonder, what makes that go? What makes it dance? What makes it keep going? Or like the wondering about the fire. They feel like a very deep person, a deep thinker, a deeply conscientious. I also get like of their actions, of other people's actions as well. I also get an energy of somebody with like very strong ethics. Ethics, or they have standards, of like how things should be done, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I'm getting someone like very honorable. Honorable. I also feel an energy of somebody who may be a little bit in the public eye. They could be a performer, they could be a musician, a lawyer, and something like in the public eye where this feels more, it could be like a performer, honestly, or a someone who maybe there's something about like they need to put on a performance in their professional life. And I actually feel somebody who is pretty well off in their career. They're rather established in whatever they put their hand to. Some of you, I'm even getting like a stock person, an investor, or someone maybe who just does that on the side. But I don't feel they talk about it. Oh, I also feel an energy. If they were divorced, they may have had like money like siphoned away from them, but it feels like a little dishonorable. They may have been with someone who took them for all they had. Gold digger. Um, or were with people who use them for their status. I'm getting off topic. Wait. There's an energy coming through, though, with this. Again, I feel somebody who looks very good on the outside, maybe be very confident, very skilled at what they do. But when they get home, I feel it's more when they're in their alone time, when they're driving home, or they're getting a ride home, or they're in the Uber, or, in their bathroom, washing their face, looking at themselves in the mirror. There's this energy of a very different soul and a very different person. It's like the real essence of them. And it's not who they appear to be in their day to day life. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's more, they're actually a very gentle soul, a sensitive soul. And they may struggle with self esteem. It's not really self esteem, it's more like, no, it doesn't feel like true self-esteem. It more feels like they hold themselves to a rather high standard and maybe hold others to high standards too. But it's more like them. I feel like they want to be a good person every day. And that's more what I feel. It's like an energy of God, like this, the world, the way it's going right now, and blah, blah, blah. Like it's so hard to stay in love or to stay in this kind of beautiful energy. That's what I feel. Because I feel like people kind of test them. It feels like, why do people do this? Why do people use others? Why do people do that? How could people be so selfish? That's what I feel. I also heard like a lecturer, even like a lecturer, like a professor, teacher, something like that, where they're in the public eye. But there's this energy like what you see. There may even be like a recording of them online, recordings, videos. But there's this energy of what they look to be in their is not who they are behind closed doors. They're a very different person. Um, they're a very sensitive soul and a very conscientious, like aware soul. But I feel like they've been tested. It's almost like, I don't want to say like it's a struggle for them, but they try to be good, and sometimes the world craps on them. But I feel they still stay good. They have a very sensitive heart. Oh, now there's the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting also somebody. I feel like they're like, see, the way they look, they may appear a certain way, but there's this kind of cuddly side to them. They may like gardening. They have like secrets, but it's not bad secrets. It's more like, oh, maybe, maybe, like when you're little and you have like a stuffed animal, okay, that maybe your mama gave you or your grandma gave you or granddad, right? Like maybe they have like stuffed animals, or they like cute stuffed animals, right? Whether they're a guy or a girl. And, they may like, I'm getting more like fuzzy things, cute things. Um, I'm even feeling like, I'm for some reason I'm seeing also like a fuzzy phone case for somebody out there, but it's more, I'm getting like cute fuzzy things. It could even be like pets, animals, but I'm getting also more like stuffed animals. Like maybe in their car, or let's say if they're, I don't know, in their briefcase, if they have a briefcase, or if they're a musician, maybe, or a performer, like their music, they could have like that's something that no one sees but them. And it could be like a little stuffed animal, maybe even in the car. They may keep it on their bed at home. And it's something that's kind of their sacred thing. It's like secret. Nobody really knows about it. But they're almost like a little kid. And I feel like a pet person. I do feel a pet person. Um, it feels more, it just feels like something with fur, which is really vague. But, a dog, a cat, a ferret, but it feels like fuzzy, something fuzzy. They're an animal person. And it could even be feathers. It could even be like bird, because I'm getting more like, the fuzzy, the birds. I have birds. But it's something like, I just pet person. And it's like cute. This person may also be, I'm getting like they could also come from another country. They may have been born and raised in another country and moved to your current country. Something like that. I feel like they may come from another culture as well. Like they have different like traditions, and they've kind of learned both. Whatever country you're in, there's something about like born and I feel like maybe even in another country. Okay, the eight of this is somebody. Wow, I feel. Excuse me. I feel they are very serious about their work. They're very also skilled at what they do. Now, there's the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of... I feel when this person is working, doing what they're doing, making their living. It feels like they may work a job where they will not be able to, let's say pick up the phone if you call right away or even at all. It honestly feels like, maybe they travel, maybe they tour, maybe they do this, that, and the other thing. It feels kind of like an energy, or even like meetings. Whatever it feels like is when they're working, they're in their own world. And it's kind of like you can't reach them. And you're going to need to be okay with that. Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles. A Knight of Wands. And a Six of Wands. This feels like an energy of, I go to work all day, you go to do your work, and then we come home or at night we talk. Or when we're free. But it feels like work comes first for you and for them. I feel this is also someone who takes pride in their craft or whatever they do and won't really let anything interfere with that. Kind of like, let's say if you're going to call this person at work or while they're working or disturb them while they're preparing for or working, it better be for a good reason. This isn't the type of person like, I just wanted to check on you because, you can send a text, but not like, don't be calling just to be cute. That's kind of what I feel with them. It's more like they'll handle it. Like they'll deal with it, but it's like, why did you do? Why? I told you don't call me at work. It's like, no. And I get it. This person may have a lot of eyes on them as well, because I get that there's like this energy of, maybe people think they got it all together, or are a certain way. And it feels like maybe they're around people who want to be with them for their status. And they've never really met someone who just wants them for them. She's the Magician. And the Page of Pentacles. Now this feels like the meeting. The Page goes to the Knight. The Chariot. Oh my goodness. And the Hangman. There's a there's a really nice energy. What this feels like, this is someone I feel who is very traditional. I feel like maybe they've done all the, all the ins and outs, rushed into things with someone and fell apart. There's this energy of somebody who likes to maybe court. There's something old school, maybe courting or chatting or dating. But they feel like the type that they maybe lost hope in love and regained it. Have a different viewpoint on it. But they feel like they're the type that likes to court somebody. Maybe like, may I have a kiss? May I have a kiss? There's something like courting, romantic about it. What I like seeing is that the Page turns into the Knight, which is like, okay, here's a cookie, but then now here's a frosted cookie, or here's a package of cookies. You know what I mean? It's like a step up. Now this Chariot, this tells me, this is like an energy of, okay, courting, and then it's like an energy of, oh, I like what I feel, I like what I see. No. And it feels actually rather quick. There's like a courting phase, but then it's just like, I know you're the one I want. I know it. And I also feel there's like this energy, this weird feeling of like, I think I'm going to marry you. I think I'm going to marry him, or I think I'm going to marry her. Coming from them. Like, or, you know, when you just know, like, no, you're the one. You're, it's you. And I kind of feel cloud nine kind of energy. I feel like they're the type, like if they travel, they may bring you things from where they go. You know, if, okay, you think that they're not thinking of you, okay, if they travel, and when they come back, they may come back with a little magnet or a little teddy bear or a little, you know, postcard, a little piece of, you know, it could be like a little piece of jewelry like this or a little trinket, you know, something. I feel like they're thoughtful, but they have learned the lesson maybe of being too thoughtful too soon. And it feels though like it gradually happens more and more. Then then comes the emotional offer. And I get this energy of, it feels like it kind of goes from friendly to you're the one real quick. Like you both maybe just know. There's the judgment card with the page of cup. That's a major offer. And it actually feels quite sweet, and quite forceful, but not like, you know, forcing. It's more like declaring. You won't have to guess with this person. I feel like once they trust you, then they kind of maybe bring you like little gift, or they send you like little gifts. But there is this energy though. There's something with even food. They may be like a foodie or appreciate food from other cultures. They may be very well traveled. There's something about food coming through. And here's the 7 of 1. This is making me feel like building foundations. Oh, the Ace of 1. See, there's like an energy of even moving in together. Oh, the World and the four. Okay, you see now there's this energy. Okay, what it feels like is one may be more financially affluent from the other, whether it's you or them, right? In other words, what I feel is there's maybe like a, it's not really like an imbalance. It's just, you know, one has more money than the other. One is more stable, you know, or one can afford maybe different things, different things than the other one. And what it feels like is either you or them may be like worried about that, like, oh God, like I don't want to be a drain on you, or I don't want you to think that I'm with you, because what it feels like is because you did it the right way, you showed them or they showed you, you know, that they weren't, or you were right, that the intents were good. It's an energy of, no, I would love to take care of you. But yet I also see, I feel like there's this energy of, it's not even a worry, because I feel two self-sufficient people. But it does feel like though whoever makes the more money, the other one may be a little like, you know, could be like a little nervous, a little embarrassed, or like a little, oh goodness. But no, it's a very welcoming energy, and they're not going to make you feel a certain way, or you won't to them. Now here's the devil. See, I know what I feel, and it's like an energy. This then it goes very heated. Now I just saw 4404. It goes very heated and sexual. Ooh, there's the 6 of Cups, and the feelings get declared. No, you're the one I want. And see, what I feel like, see, it's the courting phase. Okay, but after the courting comes the hot and heavy. And I feel though like it's a sacred thing. I feel like it was nothing that was rushed, nothing that was forced. Oh, I just saw 4444. That's the most beautiful thing. And what it feels like is your first time with this person, it will be magical. it will be magical, and it almost feels like you're not, it feels like you will be making love. It's not like I want you. It's I want you. It's a big difference. You may move in together. Um yeah, there's like an energy, maybe one of you, like maybe they want you to move in with them. You want to move, I don't know. But it feels like there's kind of this energy of, I don't know about that just yet. Maybe we'll think about that. Maybe we'll get a place of our together, a different place. What it feels like is, you know, there are thoughts about that. But it kind of feels, like you're okay where you're at, they're okay where they're at, but it does feel very comfortable. Now, what I do feel, it's like maybe you two getting your own place together, a new place together. I do feel this relation. There's justice. This feels like this is like things become official, and it feels like papers being sent, and it feels like everything from the past gets washed away. All your past heartbreaks, their past heart. There's almost this energy of, okay, we're gonna make it legal now. Um, See, now there also may be an energy here too, like, and I'm just gonna say it, like, let's say somebody wants to move in with you, or you want to move in with them, or whatever, or they ask you to move in. You may even be the one that says, you know what, I would love to, but you know what, I don't want to do that until we're married. Or like, let's marry, or let's make something official. You know what I mean? Let's commit. Let's make it real. Let's make it legal. You know what I mean? Hmm. Wow. King of Swords and the Queen of... This is... Wow. And then there's the Queen of Swords. This is... Wow. This is a proposal. No. This is someone I feel... I feel an energy of, like... It happened. This is someone who's gonna... I'm getting an energy of, like, a very romantic guy or gal. And what it feels like is a... Well, like a proposal. And I feel you marrying this person. Funny, I shuffled it and the tower. That's going to change your life. And it feels like maybe after you meet them, you may marry within 3 years. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel pressured. It doesn't feel anything like that. It just feels very natural and very gentle. This person feels gentle. They feel soft and kind-hearted. But soft. There's something about gentle. Let me see if I can get some physical traits as well. I'll do for a guy and for a girl, depending on what you're interested in. Right, for a guy, it's a guy that's coming toward. Let me see. Oh, the sun. There's something about their eyes. I get an energy of very like their eyes are what draws you in. I'm getting brown, like a darker, there's something dark about their eyes. Not dark as in evil, dark as in deep, like dark. There's something about their eyes. Eyes. There's something about their eyes that may even look like this card that just pierce you. Their glare, their stare towards you is stifle. It's like paralyzing. I'm getting like, I'm seeing two images in my head. One of more like a skinnier kind of guy who may have glasses, and for some reason I'm seeing like a short sleeve button down shirt. I'm getting like button down shirts. Now I'm also seeing like again, if they're I keep getting to like a performer. You know, they may wear like tuxes a lot. Tuxes, because I'm getting like the white of a tuxedo. Like the frill, almost like the white. Now I'm seeing if it's on the skinny, if the guy's on like the skinnier, like lankier side, there's like an energy of their legs feel a little bigger than the arms. Like they may have nice legs or like larger legs, like calves. I don't get too much hair on the arm. I'm getting more like maybe a little layer, but it's like nothing. I don't really get that. And now I'm also getting an energy of more brown hair on the head. But now there's another kind of image, a silhouette coming through of a more heavy set person. It could even just be, maybe they're like muscly or heavy set. It's more larger size. With a beard. I'm getting like a beard. More like, not like, I'm seeing more like a fuzzy, like a beard. A little bit of a beard. Whatever it is, I feel like you're into that. There's this energy of, oh God, like, oh, when you're just like hubba hubba hubba, it's like that, and where you don't want to appear like vulgar, but they get you going. There's the 8 of Swords. For a woman, if it's a woman, there's like an energy of flowy skirts. I'm also hearing like dangling things. Maybe they wear jewelry that's dangly. I see someone out there has like really like, multicolored hair, like different colors of hair. Like, they may have like a streak of purple, a streak, like that kind of hair. I'm also getting an energy of like a brunette. And I keep seeing skirts. Flowy skirts. Flowy clothes. Flowy. And they may wear a piece of gold jewelry on their, like here. That's visible maybe at all times near their cleavage, like here. Be like a cross or like a star, something like that. A Star of David, something. Some kind of a golden little piece of jewelry. There's something too about a T-shirt. The guy, like when they wear a T-shirt, their like arm is coming out. Like there's something like maybe the T-shirts are shorter on them. Oh, the Hierophant. I feel like this person is not interested in frivolous relationships. They want to. They're looking to marry, and they won't. I feel spend money on you. You know, unless they're looking to marry you. All right, so that's what I feel. Let me just get a final. I keep feeling like the sex may not happen right away, but when it does, it's gonna be magical, and it's gonna be like making love. I keep getting like a courting kind of energy, old school with this person. Oh well, that wanted to come out right away. Love yourself for what did I say? You know, there's like an energy of both of you being very happily single when you first meet. So keep working on that or keep doing that. This is like see, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This is an energy of a very independent person, self-loving person, but not arrogant, not self-absorbed. There's a big difference between self-absorbed and self-loving, right? You don't want to be, it's not arrogance, it's self-love. But some people nowadays, I mean, you know, the word self-love can easily become like self-obsessed. You know what I mean? It's not that. There's a humility to this energy here. Self-love. And also let go of control issues. Allow the situation. This is exactly how it's going to, I feel. The situation will unfold naturally. Allow it to unfold naturally. But see, I also feel like they're not going to try and control you. You're not going to try and control them. And look at playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Playfulness. There's something playful about your connection. And I feel like it's very friendly, very just kind of innocent, but playful. It's more innocent. Because you both have good intentions for one another. Okay, so I do hope this resonated with you. And I'm sending you much love. If this is where we part, have a beautiful, beautiful week. Bye-bye now. Alrighty, so that was number 1. Wait. There's a final message for the number 1s. What it feels like is this material harvest. What it feels like, again, that money thing is coming out again, where like one may be a little more affluent than the other one. What it feels like is with the both of you together, there will be financial stability as a couple. And let's say if you're the one who is less or has less, whatever way you want to look at it, maybe makes less, whatever, can't afford what they can afford. There's like an energy, though, of it working out because you're not going into it for that. And also, I just feel there's like an energy of really not having to worry much about finances anymore as a couple because you'll be working together. It's like an energy of feeling, and I do feel you will feel at home with them, and they will feel at home with you. Spiritual union, base chakra. This is an energy of stability, utmost stability. And it does feel like it comes after emotional loss for both of you. Both of you have gone through it. Okay, that's the end now. Okay, so number 1s, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now. Okay. Let's get this out of here. All right, so for those of you who chose deck number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's get started here, deck number 2. Um, so your future soulmate. Let me just cleanse the energy a little bit from the last one. Okay, please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe, please, for those who chose deck number 2, those who chose to watch number 2, what energy do you see? What future soulmate is coming towards them? What is their who is their future life partner? What's coming towards? Ooh, the four. Okay, now this is a very different deck. So we have the Four of Cups, the Four of Grails. This is quite a different energy, though. It's not like the standard Four of Cups. Okay, Six of Cups. Now this did just fall out reversed, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Ooh, the Five of Swords. Daughter of Swords, Daughter of Knives. And the Death card. Okay. There is an energy here of... Okay, I feel two things. When you first maybe meet this person, or they maybe meet you, I actually feel like someone who came out of a pretty rough relationship. I feel like, in fact, that this person was sucked dry by somebody emotionally and financially. Like physically, mentally, every way, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, even materially. There's an energy of somebody maybe who's a little skeptical towards love. I feel like they may look at you almost like an enemy at first. I also feel like a deep okay, there's an energy of somebody with a deep attraction towards you right away. And it's almost like I feel that they're stunned. That they're, I feel like somebody who maybe was pessimistic about love for quite some time. I also feel this is someone who's like very sexual, a very it's not really, it just feels like maybe they maybe like a bit of an animal in the bed. I really can't say that another way. Like it's very, like oh God, because I'm getting an energy of, and I'm even seeing it in my head, like of a bed, like the back, or like something cracking, or things falling off the wall, or the lamp knocking up. Like that's what it feels like when they get going, or when they may be like a little rough, wild in the bedroom. I get an energy though of like when they first meet you, they're not going to know what to do. I feel like I'm almost paralyzed. I'm stunned. I'm the Hierophant. Ooh, the Two of Cups. Now, there's an energy. Oh, and the Sun. Now, the Sun card in this deck is very, very unique. And for me, this is very much two people in love. I felt this is like the Lovers the first time I ever saw this. I absolutely love the Sun card in this deck. And just seeing this together says it all for me. I feel this person has been hurt in love. And again, it feels like it could be, whether it's a divorcee or not. I don't know if it's a divorcee or someone who's divorced. It feels more like it could be that, or again, just somebody who was with someone that utterly used them and like took them for what they were worth. And again, you don't need to be married for someone to do that, or for the person to do that. This person may have been very gullible in their past. And maybe, I'm getting an energy now of who they are. I feel like somebody who right, either works in an office. They either work in an office or they have their own office. Because I feel like somebody who like blew, I feel like they had money or have money, but they blew a lot of it on the old person. And I feel it's almost like they don't trust themselves. Maybe when you first come across this person, there may not even be any romantic interest in the beginning. This also may, I swear, it may be somebody that you already know of in your life. You may have come across them, maybe you knew them or know them through someone, like a friend of a friend. And what it feels like, though, is it's someone who had a bit of a crazy past. I know what I feel, and it's like maybe they partied, they drank a lot, they spent a lot, they gambled a lot, like this kind of energy, like wild. And what it feels like, though, is they almost don't trust themselves. They may have been around the bush a little bit, like, or not been around the bush, like been around the block a little bit in their years. I get a little bit of like nervous energy. Maybe somebody with like a little bit of a nervous tick. But again, it's weird because I feel almost like no interest in the beginning, and then they're kind of sitting with this and it's making them nervous, and kind of this feels like someone who will approach you, and it almost feels though like you may not have had any interest in them, and maybe they don't like in you in the beginning, and then it's just like they stick on your mind or you stick on their mind. There's the Ace of Wands, Ace of Scepters, Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles. I swear, when this feels like someone who almost has an aversion to relationships in the beginning. So it feels like someone who maybe you never would have thought or never would think would want you, or maybe it could even be someone who has a past, and you're just like, I don't know about that, like, or you may know of them or know of them, right? Or because that's what it almost feels like. There's this repulsion in the beginning. Or even if you know who this is right now, you may just be like, oh, I don't know about that. Some of you, this could even be somebody who you've dealt with already. But I don't think that, or maybe just, again, it feels like know of. Maybe you met. I'm actually not getting that. I feel like the guides kind of went like, ugh, no. There's the Lovers. This feels like a very quick thing. This feels like an energy of, they may not say a word to you, okay? And then all of a sudden it just feels like they kind of come out with it, and like, you know what, I would like to, they may approach you for something like out of the blue. And the Star, the World, wow, and the Nine of Pentacles. This is like an energy of, you may resist them in the beginning. I have to say, I get an energy of you may like resist them. I feel like they may be a little pushy, like come on hard to you. Maybe they want to do something sexual with you right away, or, like go in for a kiss, or ask like for a kiss. You know what I mean? It just feels like they're very forward. And you may push them back and be like, I don't know about that just yet. Whether it's a guy or a girl, it really doesn't matter doing it. But it's like an energy of, no. That's what I feel. That's why I feel the resistance. And it may not, I don't know if it'll turn you off, but it's more like you may be attracted by that, but I feel maybe that may not be the best thing. Because it's like, no, you don't get that right away. And it feels like you kind of holding that boundary, as much as you may want to, I feel you saying no. And then there's the Six of Pentacles. And then there's this energy of, oh, damn, from them. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's like rejecting them or saying no to them makes them like kind of want you even more. And not in that way. It's like this energy of, come at me another way, because that's not going to fly. Yeah, I see you holding a boundary with them. But then there's this energy, look, the Six of Swords. I know what I feel, and it's kind of like they think about what they've done. They may apologize. They may come out like, I'm sorry I did that. Would you reconsider me? Because it feels like an energy of kind of someone who wants what they want. And again, I also get an energy, too, of maybe someone who struggled with that in the past, and that's the thing, and it's almost like they may not know how to approach someone, and what it feels like is they don't want to lose you, but they want you to know that they're into you. They don't want to be rejected. This feels kind of like, to me, I gotta tell you, you may tell them off, and they may think about what the hell they did, and then come at you in a completely different way. Because I see there's like an energy of them and then there's like a quiet period, where they think about what they did, and then I feel them approaching you in a different way. They may have, what this could also be, I know what I feel, because I almost don't like the energy, but I kind of know what I'm feeling, and it's like, they may look at you kind of sexual, like only for in the beginning, and then it's like, no, that's not the right way. And because you respect yourself, they start to respect you. Don't give in to them. If this happens to you, don't give in for sex or anything, out of your boundaries right away. I would say no. Make them wait, or make her wait. Make them wait. Whether it's a guy or a girl. But what I do feel is there's like this rejection at first, and it makes them really scared. It makes them think about what they do. This will be, I feel, someone who approaches you very forwardly and directly for that. So, okay. And now it does feel like the rejection, but then the thinking about it. Okay. The Magician. Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups. Okay. I'm getting two different scenarios. Okay. There is an energy here now. What I just said, okay, that actually may be a precursor to the one. That happening to you, and maybe you rejecting it, it could lead you to your partner, or it can be that person who thinks about what they've done. Because what I'm feeling, I'm getting like two different things. It's either you reject it and then someone else comes, or they think about what they've done and approach you in a completely different way. Either way, I feel something like that happening is a sign that you're close to your life partner, or that they're around, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not in it for this, I'm not in it for that, like you want to be, you need to be my friend for, and that's what I kind of feel happening here. Because there's a love offer that comes after. It's after a rejection. And it feels like by you. They may approach you and you will reject them. Because this eight of Cups feels more like an apology. Okay? Or somebody approaching you now in the correct way. So, after a rejection comes the offer. There's the World. But I do, whoever this is, it feels like this particular person, they do have a sexual side to them. So, I think they're going to prove to you, or you want to make sure, or you're going to make them kind of show you that they don't, that they don't just want you for that. There's okay, see, this is an energy, it's more calmed down now. There's someone who, that's what it feels like. It feels like, it could be a different person or the same person who approaches you in a better, more like mature way. It's like, no, I don't trust you enough to do that. And then it feels like it turns around because they approach you in the right way. There's the Nine of Cups. And see, this is more love it. This is nice. Passionate, but nice. And it feels like, there we go. It's like once you show me that you're not in it for this, then you can have me. All of me. You know what I mean? Then you can have me in that way, or, we can do this together and that together. Talk more. You know what I mean? You'll trust them more and give more of yourself to them emotionally. This feels though like a relationship that starts off a little rocky and then ends in commitment. Or I'm telling you, you know, it even feels like for you, I'm telling you, I know what I feel, and it's like you, it could even be again like you needing to let go of someone, but I feel like a rejection. You rejecting someone leads you to your partner. Or this is even somewhat, you know, I'm feeling it more though as like you rejecting, it could even be an ex, I'm telling you. Rejecting someone leads you to the partner. It could be like let's say like a test for you in a way. Kind of like get away from me with that energy. But then that leads to them respecting you or somebody who respects you. And it just, I keep feeling it though, is like it may be a sign that someone is approaching. Like if you get that energy and can resist it, the right one comes along. Yeah, there's the Ace of Wands. Let me see how this will play out. Let's see. Future life partner. Let me try and get some physical characteristics. Okay, there's that Lovers again. This is a very passionate person. I'm getting an energy of rings. They may wear rings. Okay. If it's a guy or a girl, I'm getting both. Like both can wear rings. I'm also getting an energy of blonde hair. Also like black hair. Blonde and black. I heard the name Tyler and Andrea. And JK just came out that I saw in my head. JK. That could even be something like, you know, like just get JK, like that people text. Maybe they use that or you use that. I don't know. That could be something like that. Now there's that sun again. This person, I feel like they like physical, like they like to touch, they like to hug, they like to kiss. You know, I'm getting more like a physical person. That's more like their love language, I feel, like physical. And it doesn't have to be it's more like just physical, like just hold me. Or like I want to hold you. They want to hold you and you want to be held, like it's that kind of energy. They more like, I feel physical affection. It's coming out more like that way now, like as opposed to before. It's more like affectionate, physical affection. I'm feeling like cuddling, holding. More like put your arm, or like they want to maybe put their arm around you. I'm seeing them like driving you around, or whether it's you driving them around or them driving you around. There's like an energy. I'm seeing the driver maybe like putting their arm around you. Whatever way it goes, it's like one has their arm around the other. I feel like the arms are important. Like they like the physical contact, to be close. This also feels like the type of person that, I don't know, like how, you look pretty today. Or like we'll say that to you. Or, you look, you look really handsome today. You know what I mean? You look good today. They also may like, now, I also just saw an earring, like a stud, an earring here on the ear. More like like a stud, whether it's a diamond or like a black stud, a earring. But I'm getting like an energy of someone who's very well put together. I just saw like also for a guy, like a purple dress shirt. I feel like this person dresses very well. And you may appreciate that about them. This is someone who takes pride in their appearance. I'm getting like an energy of, it almost reminds me of like in a way, we were Greeks and Italians, is me. And, there was like always this energy. I remember my grandma would like never go out without her makeup on. Or, with my great uncle and my aunt, like when you go to church or something, like you always look your best. There's just something though, and it's not really vain. It's just you look good. You want to look good. It's funny because I'm the total opposite. I can't stand dressing up. I'm more of like a hoodie, a t-shirt that's probably 3 sizes too big. There may even be a hole in it over here. So I'm more, but not, but with a hoodie over. I'm more of that type. I'll dress up when I have to. But this feels like someone who actually takes pride in dressing up. Or like that's just their routine, Like if it's a girl, it may be someone who does her beauty regimen, does her hair a certain way, likes to put the makeup on and, match the jewelry and just look a certain way. Eyeshadow, the nails, the makeup, the hair. And for a guy, I'm seeing like someone who just, who does their hair, does their nail, like maybe manicured nails, whatever. It's like there's this energy of like, you look good. Like they make sure there's something about looking good. Or like it makes them feel good to do that. They may frequent the barber shop if it's a guy like a barber shop and not a salon. Like I'm getting like a barber shop. The barber shop. Wow, the Tower. 2 of Wands. Chariot. There's an energy here now. This feels... Ooh, the Lord of Sky. That's the King of Pentacles. This is it. This, what it feels like, this is maybe someone, again, who may, push your buttons a little bit. You may need to set some boundaries with that. Or, just like be able to hold your own. I'm getting someone also who's like little alpha. But I also feel though it's like someone though who respects their partner, but you got to give them something to respect. It's almost like if you come back at them, they respect that, and they'll know not to push your buttons. You know what I mean? I'm getting like an energy of a hard worker. This may be someone, it could be like a mechanic. It could be I don't know, like a factory worker, a carpenter, a landscaper, and something like, or maybe they're just like a hard worker. They could own a business, it just because it feels like someone who knows what work is, or knows what being out of the house or away for, 10, 12 hours a day is like. But it also feels like someone who wants to take care of, or will take care of, is loyal to the one that they love. This one also, there may be like a if they have kids. This is an if. If there are kids, there's a nasty. If it's a guy, there's a nasty ex-wife. If it's a girl, there's a nasty ex-husband, or whatever way it goes, the ex. But it more feels like if there are children involved. The Emperor is here. This is a man or a woman. This isn't a boy or a girl. This is a man or a woman. And I feel like, if they may push your boundary, it feels like they feel like and again, they may be a little aggressive, like they may have a temp, but it feels like they strive to do better. They may be like a take charge kind of type, but I also feel like they want you to respect them. And we'll give you. It's not like forcing respect. It's not coming out like that nasty, arrogant energy. It's more like, I want to make sure that that you respect me. They won't really do anything to, I don't know, like disrupt your trust. But it's more like if they do, you need to tell them. I feel like this is more the type where it's like you need to be upfront with them. Or they'll expect you to be upfront with them so that they can adjust what they're doing. They're not going to read your mind. It's more like, well, why the hell didn't you just say it? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. It's like, well, why didn't you just say that? Why are you just, you're acting all moody. Why don't you just say it? It's not a big deal. Then I'll stop. You know what I mean? This is more, I feel like more like just say it. Okay, it's not that serious. But this does feel like a bit of an alpha. And I kind of like it, because there's this energy, though, with them of they like to lead, but I feel that they... It's almost like they have the chops, or they almost like give off this energy of, yeah, okay, I'll follow. You know what I mean? Like they give you a reason to trust in them, in their judgment, in their opinions, because I don't feel like they're uninformed or like they're, again, like a lazy bum. They feel very loyal and protective of the one that they love. They also may like games. There's like an energy of like, it's kind of, it's like an energy of, like when you walk by someone and you pinch them on the butt, it's like something like that, or you give them a little smack. It's something like that is coming through too. They may be that type. But it's more if you like it. If you don't like it, they're not going to do it. But this person does feel like that type, that's like, like if they maybe like when, if you get like riled up, but not at the, it's more like, they like it when you're passionate, or, like I told you to stop doing it, but it's not like a deal breaker. It's just more, like mundane stuff. It's kind of like a ball buster. And, you know, like they like when you get, you know, like there's something that my father, I know I could tell you like that my father does, that my mother always gets, you know, like, will you friggin' stop? And it's more like a running gag, but, you know, like she gets fired up and it's been like, you know, almost what, 40 years that they've been married. And it's like, it's funny because he knows it annoys her and she knows, you know, that it's like he gets a kick off of her reaction. And that's just the way it is. You know, we're like, I told you don't call me that. That's also something that my father does too. And it's just, it's funny. Like she can't stand when he calls her a name, a certain name. All right, let me get some more for you. This is definitely, though, somebody who has your back, you know, in all things. I really feel that. They're a very passionate person, and they're very much of a leader. But I feel they have your back. All right, let me see if I get anything else for you. Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. When will this, let me see about, like, around, maybe about when this soulmate will come around. All right, the Hermit. The Magician. And Judgment. I'm telling you, you may tell, you know, this may be somebody, I swear, and it came out in the beginning. It's like, you're getting and it's, I feel like it's this energy, I'm telling you, of like when you royally, it's either royally or just when you tell someone off. Like, how dare you approach me like that? No way. Like, take a hike, you know, come at me another way. I keep feeling that. Hold on, because my candle just went out. There's like an energy, I'm telling you. I feel like you're going to, it's like, as for the wind, there's something about when you reject somebody, and it could be them. It could most definitely be them. And because I feel like you passing, you know, judgment on them. Like, no, you're not coming at me like that. Try again. That, I think, is going to be the sign. And I can't get that just more feels like the wind. Yeah, see, and then someone goes and thinks about what they've done, and then they approach you in the right way. Okay, or like I said in the beginning, whether it's the same person or not, what it feels like, okay, now I'm more getting a time. What it feels like is an earth sign month. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So that would be like maybe May-ish, September-ish, and maybe January-ish. Can't say though whether it's within the, like, this May. Some of you it may, but again, everybody's timeline is different. Let me see if I can maybe get anything else on them. I keep seeing that purple for a guy, like a purple dress, like and I feel like they dress boldly. Like the type of guy, I always said, like, the type of guy, who can pull off a pink tie. Maybe even like one of those. And looks damn good in it, if it's a guy. All right, now a girl. Okay, I'm getting an energy for someone like who's interested in a girl. I just got an energy like of an image of, like that hair that's a little like maybe down to here, like the shoulder length, or maybe even a little longer. But it's more like crunchy, like there may be hair spray in it and it's more like crunchy. They may like to do their hair like that. I just saw a can of Aquanet for some reason. The hairspray. And I'm getting like, I keep doing this. I'm doing this to like my hair. Like, somebody also may have a skull, like a tattoo of, not a skull. It could be a skull, but I'm seeing like something on the back that could be for somebody as well, like across the shoulders, that's well hidden from prying eyes. Could be a cross, it could be an angel, it could be a tribal, whatever. Mm-hmm. Let me see anything else that you need to know about this particular soulmate. Eight of Cups. There's that Eight of Cups again. Temperance. I feel like a very outgoing kind of person once you get to know them. I get a little dramatic. I also they may have a rather large family. For some reason, I keep getting my own culture, my own, like, big Italian families, big Greek family. It's like, where there's like a million cousins and, like, everyone's kind of got like a big, like talking and not in like, yelling. It's yelling in, or it's like, I don't know how to say it. Like, we just talk loud and that's it. But it's like kind of, I just get like this dramatic kind of thing, but it's very funny. They may be like dramatic, but not dramatic, but dramatic. Like, oh, like when something tastes good, like when food tastes good, it's almost, it feels like an energy of like, oh my God, this is so like effing good, like that kind of stuff. Like, oh my God, or like if you cook something and you did a really good job and they just come out with a line. Like, oh, Maron, oh, that is so good. Delicious. I feel like this is someone who likes food and can eat like a cow, like a horse. They love food. Likes a good meal. That's the other thing I'm getting is an appetite with this I get like an energy of, okay, like a plate of vegetable, like, or if you were to give them like a little piece of main course, a little this, a little salad, and a little vegetables, it would be like, what is this? Is this the appetizer? That's kind of what I feel. Like there better be seconds, or like if you make something for them or you order out or whatever it is or they make for you, what it feels like is it's large portion. Like it's a tray. It's not a hand. You make a tray of this, a tray of that, or like a bowl of this, a bowl. Mm. There's the Empress and the Priestess, High Priest. This is really beautiful, and what I feel is this is someone who will treat you like a queen. This feels like someone who really will value you, um, but them treating you like a queen. It's almost like an energy too of you better treat them like a king, and I feel you will. It's almost like you know that, and you're prepared to do that for the right person. It always comes so easy, when it's for the right person. You'll do whatever you have to. You'll do what you can to make their day easier, and they'll do what they can to make yours easier. No, I get this energy of them treating you, making you feel like a king or queen, and you returning that gesture. Wow, the world. There's that Five of Wands again. I'm telling you, there's something with this person. Like, if there are things that you don't like, just say it, and they'll respect it. It's when you don't say it that they won't know what to do. They're just going to keep doing it. Just say, like, can you not do that? Or whatever. Or you may need to get put a little more bass in your voice, if you know what I mean. Here's the Six of... This person may have also recently lost, or maybe at the time you have met them, they may have lost their grandmother. I'm hearing their grandmother, or like an older woman in the family. It feels more though like not the mother, like a grandmother, but it could be, But it feels like something like that, like very sentimental. They may just be very sentimental. Or a grandmother. I'm feeling like it's more of a grandmother. Like a grandmother may be very important to them. See, but I just heard the word nonna again, which is that's like Italian. It may be that someone of Italian descent, you may, or Italian American, if you're in America, it could be something like that too. All right. Anything else? The Fool and the Three of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. You're going to feel good in this. Yeah, there's the Lovers in the chat. What a rough... It just to be like kind of close this off and sum it up. What this feels like is what they're doing, because this went a little crazy. It feels like it's like a rough beginning, Okay, where you may need to put this one in their place, or again, you're going to put someone in their place, but it feels like that's the sign. And then it just sort of falls into place, and you really understand each other, you get each other, and it feels like, yeah, you know that, they're the one for you, and you're the one for them. And it just feels like you're going to feel like you're their king or queen. They're going to treat you like that. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. This is one of my favorite cards out of really all the decks that I always love this particular Wheel of Fortune. I love the colors. I love the flowers. It always makes me feel like this is right. And see, again, it's funny, all those different colors. This may, again, I feel it, dress eclectically. Or have a very pronounced style. One more thing I can say though with this sometimes like I feel they may like work a lot. They may not be fully available for you like to talk, or this and that. It feels like one more final thing with them. It does feel though like sometimes you may feel like you're talking to the wall. Which is okay. It happens. But I feel more it's like it could be like when they get home from work, like, all right, let them rest a little bit. Let them rest a little. Let them collect themselves. Don't bombard them. Because this does feel like you kind of living with this person and eventually marrying. And if not marrying, what it does feel, though, like, is a very permanent arrangement. If it's marriage you're interested, remember what I said way back in the beginning of the reading. Make sure you're on the same page. This could be like a situation, maybe you both don't, like, I don't want to get married again and I don't want to get married again, but we live very comfortably together. It could be something like that. It could be one of those situations. If you're, let's say, divorced or something, or for whoever this is for. You know what I mean? However it resonates. No, but I do feel this does feel long term. Now, this is someone who has your back. And I also feel like if it's kids that you're looking to have and like you're both on the same page with that, that will be happening with this person as well. If you're looking like to get pregnant or to get some, or like if you're, again, like you want children, whatever your situation is, it feels like this would be a good mother or father. Or they want to be a mother or a father. Some of you, I actually am seeing pregnancy. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Okay, this one's like a passionate, fiery one, but this is a good one. Okay, so I hope this resonated with you. Let me just get a final piece of advice from the Romance Angels. I also feel Archangel Michael as well for this particular. Okay. Now, funny, the last card, though, the last deck got these exact same messages too. Playfulness. To recapture romance, this feels like a very playful person, but also let go of control issues is here as well. What this feels like is they are that actually mixture of maybe a little controlling, maybe a little playful, but this is an energy of maybe you will both teach each other how to do that. And there's wedding. Oh no, this is marriage. Yeah, this situation involves marriage. 100%. I felt it. Um, how interesting. The same messages came out from the last one. Love yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's no coincidence. And I shuffle these. Um, there's a very big energy of make sure you respect yourself. Like, but be vocal is what I feel. With this particular one, being vocal is important. Children. Your love life is being children. So definitely children, I feel, is a possibility with this one. Or again, they just may have children if it's one of those situations too. Okay? There's engagement to know. This is a marriage situation, totally. All right, so let me just get the final message now from Archangel Michael. I didn't do this in the last one, but I feel like for this particular one, yes. Right here. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. You see? Okay, it says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. That's also about being vocal for me as well. And I also see that as kind of like going along with the message that I gave in the very beginning. For those of you who did watch it, make sure you're on the same page with whoever you're with, and ensure that it's marriage that you want, that they're on that same page. And there is a favorable outcome. So this did feel a little rocky in the beginning, but see, it feels like that's what it leads to, though, is the favorable outcome. Okay? So for those of you who are done watching, we're not going to watch anymore. If this is where we part ways, until next time, I'm sending you much love, and thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments, what you think, what you feel, all these kinds of things. And I'm sending you much love. Now, before I do number 3, I'm going to go fill up my coffee. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's move on to number 3 now. All right, so for those of you who chose deck number 3, welcome to your reading, and I hope that this is going to resonate with you. And let's get moving here. Right, I got a fresh cup of coffee. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty. So number 3s. Okay, what energy now do we have coming towards those who chose number 3? Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. Who is their future life-term or like long-term partner, future life partner, husband, wife? What is coming towards number 3s in love? Okay, now I just looked at the timer and I saw I saw the 20222, and here comes 2222. All right, the Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. Oh. Ooh, this is the Chariot. This energy is very sweet, first of all. And there's the Tower. Bing, bang, boom. Okay, that was quick. Okay. What's on the bottom of the deck? I'm just curious. Page of Pentacles. All right, a lot of pages here. And this actually feels like your energy. I get an energy coming through here of, first of all, I feel you're going to be in a very good place when this person approaches you. There's almost this feels like the person, okay? This feels like the guy or the girl who it will be. And I feel almost like you may have been single for a while. You may also, there's this energy here of, I don't know, it's like you're kind of interested, kind of not. I feel like a major amount of self-worth. Let's say you were once in a place where you didn't feel like this, or you maybe, let's say you came out of a breakup and you were just feeling really down in the dumps, like I'm not worth anything, right? What it feels like is this is like an energy of you just kind of minding your business, knowing your worth, doing your thing, okay? And what I also feel like is you thriving in your whatever you do for work. It could be that you're working, you're doing your thing, making some money, putting some away. It just feels like you're thriving, okay? And then this guy or girl, then this stub muffin just comes along, okay? And it feels really good. I feel like this feels like something that may be a little platonic for a while. You may not necessarily be interested right away in this person, because I also feel like you're coming out in a way where you have some experience. What people are about, and that they say things and they don't really mean them sometimes, right? And it's more like, yeah, okay, well, that's really nice. There's almost like this detachment, like you may not even be that worried about it, let's say. And then there's this energy that comes through that piques your interest. And I actually feel you playing very hard to get. It's not really like that hard to get, but there's this energy of, and I feel you kind of giving whoever this is a chance. This person actually feels quite genuine. They feel okay. I'm getting an energy first of all. Okay, just for those what right, you could be interested in a guys or girls. For a guy, I'm seeing first of all like a long sleeve shirt, and they may wear it where you can see part of their chest a little bit. You know, like where the buttons are maybe buttoned down, like maybe two left on the top, not what like two or three. You know, like a little down further. Um, I'm getting like for physical. I'm also seeing like blonde hair for a guy, or something lighter on the lighter side. Some women are there's an energy of glasses coming through. And if not glasses, they may need contacts, or they wear contacts. Allergies. Allergies came through right away. They may suffer from allergies when the time comes. Okay. And I'm not saying this because of my mug. Okay. I've been using this mug for as long as I've had it. And I've been doing readings with it forever. They actually may be a Star Wars fan. Or like they like Star Wars, or, like it could be Star Trek, it could be like that kind of stuff. Whether it's Star Wars or maybe even like Harry Potter, Twilight, like things like that. It could be like Star Wars, something that was very popular, is rather popular nowadays, like that has a lot of lore, a lot of big following. It does feel like Star Wars or Harry Potter. Mm. This feels like okay. Now wait, for a girl. Those of you who are interested in girl. Okay, wait. I'm getting like hold on. Or a physical. I'm seeing like colored toes, so they may like paint their nails different colors. They like to change it up. Open toe shoe. I'm getting like a lot of open toe. They like to feel free, like open toe shoes. If they can, they want to wear sandals or just open toe something. They like to go barefoot as if they can. If they had a choice, they feel like they would totally be barefoot, but it hurts sometimes, so you can't. This this could also be if it's both of them, like for guy or girl, right? Um, I'm hearing the word beach bum, a beach bum. They like the beach, or just being near water. Or even if you don't live near the beach, they still would like to go to the beach. Oh, they like the beach. Some of them may have grown up near the water. So I keep seeing like sand dunes. Now, I'm also getting an energy with whoever this is. Um, oh, wait. Because I'm seeing like a jewelry, but it's like a unique piece. It feels like a cross, but more like costume jewelry. If it's a girl or a guy, I mean, hey, people do so many things nowadays. It could be a guy or a girl wearing that. Like it just feels like costume cross, like a cross, but a more not a tradition, like an elaborate one, like with jewels. That feels like maybe part of their style for somebody out there. But anywho, um, this feels like now again. I feel you're going to come off maybe a little not totally closed off, but it's like all right, I'll give you a chance. Like I'm not really expecting anything. I'm not. It just feels like you're so much into your life and your world, but this one actually, if it feels like maybe you've been through so much crap and you're just like, okay, like everyone's a dirtbag nowadays. You may be in this like mindset, but what it feels like now, here comes the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you may be shocked at what comes across. This actually feels like you just kind of doing your thing, not really worrying about anything, honestly, whether you find a relationship or not. And it just this actually feels like it just falls in your lap kind of a situation. And actually what it feels like is you're the one who's going to need to open your eyes to it. This person actually feels like they have very good intents. Oh, there's the Queen of Pentacles. They're looking for a husband, for a wife, long-term partner. There's the Eight of Swords. I actually feel a very good intentioned person coming towards you. And what it feels like is you may be triggered in the beginning. I feel like you may have had some experiences with people that maybe have made you, I don't know if it's not trusting, but where it's just like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'm sure it'll wear off, or like, oh, yeah, what do you want? This is kind of the energy that it's feeling like. And then, but what it feels like is they exceed your expectations. Because it feels though like you're going to be a little nervous, or even just like, oh my God, like, wait a minute, can I actually trust you? If anything, there's an energy here of you could sabotage this if you're not careful. I get you being a little actually very nervous. I'm not going to lie. It's like you kind of go from not caring to caring a lot, like not worried about, and then just like, oh God, I'm catching feelings for this one. And oh my God, what do I do? But then I actually see you opening up a little bit. You're letting your guard down, or like your interest is piqued. Whatever they do, I think, I don't know. I'm even getting an energy, of like, when you first meet someone and it's just like, oh great, like what the hell, what are we going to talk about? The weather, like, what we like to eat, and what we, like maybe it's the same old dating, like what the hell do we talk about when we first meet? Like, oh yeah, okay, how many times can I talk about what food I like, or how the weather is, or whether I like the cold or the heat, or I don't know, Coke or Pepsi, Poland Spring or Fiji, like water, what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. But then what it feels like is this person just does something that makes you, it catches your attention. And you're just like, oh, I like this guy, or I like this girl. I like this one a lot. And it kind of, it also feels like something thoughtful, something cute. Like maybe they saw something in your car, or you may have sent them a photo, or you may show them photos, like, oh, or like, here's my pets, or like, oh yeah, here's my room, I don't know, something, right? And they pay attention to things. Or they may see something that you have like in your car or even like a keychain on your person. They're very thoughtful and also very observative. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not even observant. And what it feels like is they do something for you. They give you something, or they send you something, whether it's something physical or like maybe even just like a YouTube link, or I don't know, but it makes you think. It feels like, oh wow, they actually know me, or they actually paid attention. They're paying attention to me. Like I didn't even really realize that they were listening to me. Nobody really listens to me. It's something thoughtful. Or like maybe you're just playing a little hard to get, and then I don't know, they're watching what you're doing or something, and it's like maybe they even get you like, here's a little gift card to go to here because I remember you saying you like that. Or, and it doesn't even have to be something like that. It can even just be them sending you a message. Whatever it is, it makes you rethink. And they kind of get your heart. You start to catch feelings for them. But what I feel more is that you will be mistrusting of their intents out of maybe the past, your own past. And this could be a very spiritual person. The Hierophant is here. This feels like somebody who is a good person. They may even be like very loving, very outgoing, very, I don't know if it's, they seem to have a love for life. And I also get like, I'm also getting like hiker, nature, somebody who likes nature. Could even be like outdoor, like maybe they're a gardener. They have a bit of a green thumb. But there's kind of this energy, though, of a lover. And it's like a happy soul. And you may not be sure in the beginning. But then something happens. Yeah. If anything, I'm getting an energy like, you may be afraid they're going to run away, they're going to do this, but your attention is captured. But if anything, you're the one who would be overthinking here. I got to call it like I see it. Careful not to sabotage this, because you will bite yourself. You will kick yourself in the ass if you do. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. This is a really nice energy, and I feel like it's almost like an energy of, this is someone who walks the walk and talks the talk, but talks the talk and walks the walk. Do you know what I mean? It almost could be like, this is too good to be true. Well, no, it actually is true in this case. But I feel like this is something where you need to put your logic into check. With anything that you've dealt with in the past, I feel like you need to give this one a chance. You may be, there may be like an aversion at first, because you don't want to be hurt, but I feel like you will need to get over that. But I feel you will. Interesting. The Wheel and the World came together, and these images are very similar in the way they are drawn, in the way they feel as well. This person feels very at peace with their life, very at peace with others around them. You just may be unsure of whether to give your heart over. There's death and rebirth. You know, I see you maybe going through like a little bit of an emotional thing, because this person feels like it's just more you maybe trusting them as a friend. And then I see you taking the plunge eventually. If you don't, I'm going to come find you. Because this just feels like a really great person. And it could be one, you know, that like you don't want to slip through the cracks out of your own mistrust or your own past experiences. This person may even force you to face some things. Like, not all people are, you know, going to do this, going to do that. Not everyone is your ex. Not everyone is someone that you dated in the past, is going to do the same things, is the same thing. And that's what I feel. But I see you, thankfully, I do feel it, like you taking the plunge. And taking the risk with this person. Ultimately, I do see you, though, taking it more on the slower side of things. Yeah, there's that Wheel of Fortune again, right here. But what I like, actually, was this Queen of Cups came out reversed. And it's a good thing. With this particular queen, when I first saw her, she always made me feel like, oh, I'm fed up. I can't do this. I can't, you know. A little dramatic. This is the opposite. And I feel like you're going to give them a chance. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah. You know, the two queen. This just feels like pay dirt. Another queen in a row. You see? 3 queens now in a row. And there's the 8 of Cups. You know, I get this energy, though, of you taking it very slow with this person. But what I want to say is, Knight of Wands. 6 of Swords. The issue, you know what it is? You may need to trust this person. Because I'm getting it's interesting, but I'm getting like a more standoffish energy from you that could arise. And it's interesting. This was supposed to be about the, you know, person coming towards you, but I'm getting more of your energy. And what it's feeling like is, don't play that hard to get. When someone shows you that they can trust you, trust them. Like, I want to say, like, almost rein in your overthinking. If you're going to do that, or that may arise. You know, it's like, just careful how hard to get you play. Because good people will stay around for a while, but then once it's done, it's done. Now there's the Sun. A lot of potential here for happiness. I feel, you know, I feel like, though, if you have, you know, issues or you have trust, you know, this feels like the type of person that you can say it to. But I also feel like they will be patient with you, okay? But they're not going to wait forever. 8 of Pentacles just came out. Hold on. Because you may not trust them. And that's why it's interesting. It's almost like this reading is trying to get you to, I feel, trust in the goodness that, you know, is trying to come to you. someone is good, you know, you need to feel it and honor that, and try not to let your past get in the way. Okay, so for those of you who did pick, what it does feel like is that will be a relevant issue, or that is relevant for you, or something to consider. Okay. All right. Let's get some more now. Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe, more about this particular soulmate. Anything about personality, job, anything relevant. Please, dear angels, dear God. Okay, judgment. This feels like a spiritual kind of person. Page of Cups. This is an innocent soul. This is someone who's worked on their heartbreak, worked on negativity. They've done their shadow work. This person, I have to say, they may teach you a couple things. I feel like this is someone who has it's a positive outlook, but a realistic one. They're not naive. They're not the sun. This person is pure light. And I feel like an energy of, they know how to deal with conflict, with emotional turmoil. They've been through their own dark side. They know their darkness. This is someone who is like kind of mastered themselves in a way. And I feel they're very spiritual. Could be religious, but I feel like there's a spiritual side to them. Kind of dreamy, like a dreamer. But I don't feel naive. I don't feel any, like, someone who's blind to the negative or averts the negative. This is someone who knows darkness, knows the negative, but has turned it into something like a positive, because they know how to deal with it. Oh, the Knight of Cups. This is my favorite guy in this entire deck. This was probably the reason why I bought this deck. Was this card, and I absolutely love it. This is one of those good guys or good girls, okay? This is a good egg. Very good egg. And I almost feel like this person is going to show you that they're a good person. They're going to show you that they are trustworthy, and it's more you need to believe it. Kind of like, when the good one finally comes along, okay, do you want it, or do you want to stay single forever? It's funny, this is the only deck that this energy is coming out. Where, okay, are you finally ready to take the plunge? Okay, we've given you the good one. We've given it to you. Now, are you ready to trust? Are you ready to, I almost want to say, put your money where your mouth is? For all your everything that you've been trying to manifest, and this, and wait, and this, and that, and right? Okay, well, put your money where your mouth is. Take the plunge. Do it. Trust. And it's kind of funny here. Five of Swords. Two of Cups. Now, this is so, again, if you have trust issues or they have trust, but what it's feeling like is there needs to be communication about that, and they need to know about it. Let's say if you're pulling away or you're unsure, you need to be honest and tell them that, and I feel they will appreciate that. Because this Five of Swords feels kind of like an energy of, let's say, you're just nervous that if you start doing this, that they're going to pull back and that they're not really in it for the long run, right? You need to communicate that to them so that they know. And I feel like they will be sensitive to that and understand that. But also, they're not just, I don't feel this is the type of person that's just going to sit there and let you do it. Because this person, I feel they're very balanced themselves. They're going to try and get you to trust them. But if they see that you're not after a certain time, let me be very blunt, they will go. They'll stay for a while though. Because this feels like they know you're good, but it's like, it's that kind of energy. So just be warned. I don't really feel it as them with the trust issues, though. But again, take this as it resonates. What I do see, though, is like if those, issues are talked about, a very nice relationship will form. But there must be openness with that. If they're doing all they can, to show you, okay, I'm trustworthy. Okay, this is it. I'm in it for the long. You need to, and there's the Two of Cups. This is a beautiful connection. Temperance, Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment being brought to you, and it's almost like, it's funny. The universe. I feel the energy here, and it's almost like giving you the eye. Like, okay, are you going to put your money where your mouth is now? We made it happen. So are you going to do it or not? Are you going to trust or not? This feels like one of those it's too good to be true situations, but it's actually that good and it's true. There are good people out there. And this feels like one coming across to you. This feels like a very understanding person, a very empathetic person. It feels like someone who just gets things, but they will hold. It feels like they will need to know, like they need to know what you're going through. But they feel like the type that it's more like, okay, well, what can we do to, okay, well, now I get it, But just remember, if there is no trust, there is no relationship. And I feel like that's important to say here. At some point, you're going to need to trust this. Don't blow this one. This the right one for you. Okay, let me see anything that may be relevant with like timing or like signs when this person is going to approach. Anything that will stick out. Let me see any like characteristics about this person. Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. Temperance again, and I love this Temperance card. He holds the sun and the moon. The Hangman. In this particular deck, it's the Hangwoman. Strength, all majors. Oh, the Hermit. 4 majors. Final major, the world. Wow. Okay. Justice. All majors just fell out. Wow. Okay. And look at that. The moon. Everything is in 7 majors. The moon is reversed in this day, which is a good thing. What I feel here, this is going to be major, life-altering kind of moment. And I'm going to be blunt. This person feels like they're going to give you, or school, in a way, school you on certain things. I feel like it's kind of just what you need at the right moment. This person feels like they're the type that illuminates things. And, maybe even like your own shadows, their own shadows. You may look, it just feels like things becoming illuminated. This person may be very knowledgeable about things that are relevant to you. Anything that you may have gone through. They feel like they relate to you emotionally. It feels like this person feels like, you may meet organically. It could be at an event, or like you could just be sitting there in a restaurant, in a coffee shop, in a boutique, in a, wherever, just like outside on some bench somewhere. It feels like one of those situations. Like, or maybe you're just like in a serendipitous place at a serendipitous time. It just feels like when you're doing something, there they are. I heard the name David or David. That could be the name of the person, or someone related to them, or someone who introduces you to them. It could be the name of a street. There's a huge energy here, and I'm trying to feel it and just convey it. How do I say this? They may be spiritually gifted, as in maybe even like a medium, like myself, like kind of a medium, or they may not, whether they do it professionally or not, I don't know, but it feels like they are more spiritually attuned than the average Joe. I feel like specifically though, also like mediumship. They see energies and spirits. They feel quite intuitive, and this is the thing, like I said, like, I feel like they can read people very well. They'll know what you're all about before almost like you even say it. It kind of reminds me of me in a way. All I need is a picture. All I need is to look at you and I know. They don't feel forceful. They don't feel aggressive. You're going to feel good. Again, but it does feel like a little uncomfortable. But I feel it's like a major life change when you meet this person. And I feel you actually making with whatever trust issues you have, you will. And then there's this energy of like karma. This person is your karma, or you are their karma. There's this energy of like karmic, the scales being balanced. You will learn a lot from this person, as they will you. They almost feel like a bit of a guru. But I love the moon. You know, the fact that the moon is revert, what this makes me feel is almost like there are no secrets with this person. They have no reason to lie. They're open. But I almost feel like, again, you know, like this person just feels like they're very intuitive and like they're very good at like seeing through a, yeah, I'm okay. You know, when it's not quite so, or like it's almost like you can't lie to this person. Or even fib, you know, or just politely, you know, you can't. As for the timing, you know, I'm getting a couple things. Specifically, these four signs: Sagittarius, Pisces, Leo, and Virgo. So that would be what? December, kind of December-ish, March-ish, and like even August, September. But that could also be, I feel like, maybe when it solidifies. I cut the deck again. I can't believe it. Another major, the Emperor. This is beautiful and amazing. This is like, I told you, it's like a real man, a real woman. This is the package. Okay? And I think what it's going to boil down to is you trusting that the universe delivered it to you. You trusting in who this is. This was your karma. Accept it. Your good karma. You know, it may even come at a time, you know, like when you lost all hope for love in a way, or like, oh, I doubt it, you know, right? And then finally, or then, you know, it's like they test you and it's like, well, here you are. Just when you're like annoyed enough, or just when you're like, you got your back turned enough, it's like, oh, well, here we go. And you were losing faith. You were losing hope. Oh, this is beautiful. There's the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles. Three of Swords. If anything, what I see here is Ten of Swords. You will have to fight yourself to not sabotage this. There will be a fear of heartbreak that may pop up. Or like, please, you know, like, don't break my heart. Wow. Now the Three of Swords gets surrounded by the other threes. The Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. This is beautiful. This is someone who will be willing to work with you as long as you're willing to be worked with them. Five of Wands. Be honest about your conflicts, about your, anything that you would be going through. Okay? Anything. Any reservations, any, past this, past that. You got to talk about it with them. Because I feel like this, but let me see how they'll approach. Because I feel this person is really just honest, genuine. Genuine person. Let me see how they'll be like. Will it be platonic? Let me see. How will they approach you? How will this kind of... See, again, the Eight of Pentacles, but again, it's like they're more gonna, I feel, coming on to you. I don't see you really making the move. There's the Five of Cups. Magician. I'm even getting an energy. Let's say you're out somewhere. You're out at, I don't know, it could be Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. You're in a restaurant. And maybe you drop your coffee, or you drop your, whatever you're holding, your bag, or you're, shopping, and all the crap goes over the floor. And this person comes over to help pick it up. It could be something like that. Because it feels almost like, when you're just sitting there and you maybe look like you're down, or like, oh, damn it, what just happened here? And they come, it feels like, to help. It's funny, and here's how the Ace of Pentacles, this came out in the beginning. They're going to do something, I feel, that just gets you out of this. Like this get away from me energy. And it's ironic sometimes, like, when these kind of things happen, like when our prayers get answered sometimes, how, there's almost an energy of like, oh, this can't be. No, it can't be. It's almost like I feel maybe the challenge here for this group is to believe in what you see, or be able to discern better. Okay, what is what? To be able to see, I feel it's almost like I'm trying to say, see through the deception of, or to see clearly people's intents. You need to maybe know who has good intents and who has ill intent towards you. Because a lot of times, right, the snakes will come at you looking good, right? And I feel like that's what ultimately most of us need to be able to see through, are the snakes. And that may be the challenge here for this group. Because again, right, I preach that all the time, and I know I'm able to spot who's who. I could tell okay, no, this is a genuine one. They mean very well, right? But then someone who talks the same, looks the same, sounds the same, whatever, does the exact same things, I'll be able to know, no, you're doing it for the wrong reason. No, you're a sneaky SOB, And that may be the challenge for you. And I feel like you will know, and it's going to work out for you. Pray for the guidance, work on it, and I feel like this is going to leave you feeling like a queen or a king. This actually now feels like you cry, in a way, like crying because, oh my God, it's almost like, it's so crazy, but what did I do to deserve you? But it's not like that. It's more, oh my God, finally. Oh my God, after all this time, finally I found my one. Finally I found my guy. I finally found my girl. Thank God you came at this time. It's this really nice energy coming through. And wow, there's the Four of Pentacles, but this is nice. This is hey, now I feel safe and secure in this connection. But you're going to have to trust. This person is not going to, I don't feel they're going to give you a reason to mistrust them. This just feels like them, I don't know, winning you over with something. It's a thoughtful gesture, and you're just wow. Well, nobody ever did that for me before. Or like, the only one who ever did that or does that for me are my best friends. Wow. They may even feel like or like mimic something that your best friends do. That's also something that I'm feeling. Or like your people that, are in your circle, like mean a lot to you already. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, well, I only do that with my best friend. Like what? You know what I mean? And you're just going to know. And then there's this energy of satisfaction. You will trust them. And I feel like you will trust them in that, say if they're quiet or you're not going to think anything of it. They're not going to give you a reason to think that they're sneaking around or doing anything shady. You're going to kind of know and trust them. There's the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is really nice. And here's that energy from before. This is you, that catching feelings kind of energy. And this is you kind of watching them, see? Again, the images are, again, they could be reversed, okay? But this is like, whether you're a guy or girl, it doesn't matter. This is gorgeous energy. And I feel a lot of nice little things happening. And it feels kind of slow, kind of just a sweet little relationship forming. This person may like to do things together. Talk, go out to dinner. It doesn't even need to be going out to dinner. It could be like sitting in the car, walking around somewhere. Funny, I put all the cards back and cut the deck. There's the Ace of Pentacles again. Let me see if I can get anything. It's funny, I didn't really get anything about career. Let me get something about career, like with this person. Like, what do they do for a living? The Wheel. The Magician. Wow. All right. I almost feel like whatever they do, it's almost coming out like it doesn't matter. I almost feel like, the Death card. I feel like I actually feel like this feels like a little bit of rags to riches kind of energy. Or maybe they were once, let me put it like this. Whatever they do now, okay, I feel they are financially stable. In other words, whether again, a lot of people think, when we talk about money, like it doesn't mean rich. It doesn't have to mean rich. It doesn't mean rich. Okay, could be, could not be. But when I say financially stable, it means you work, you pay your bills, you pay your rent, you got it together. You're stable. You live within your means, and you do what you need to do. But I actually feel somebody who, they got it together. And I also feel, though, like somebody who was maybe not so financially stable a while ago, and they had a very deep spiritual awakening and started to realize their worth. This person... funny. I almost get like they may not even like to talk about what they do for a living. Because it's almost like, what does it matter? But I also feel like they are stable. Now, some of you, not all of you, some of you, I am getting this energy, though, of somebody who has quite a bit of money, but who will not reveal that at first. They may dress a certain, so that it looks like maybe they don't. because I feel also like, you know, there's almost this energy of they don't want to be taken, and they may have been taken advantage of before, but I feel like they want maybe to see if people want them for them and not their money. Some of you, there may be this energy, because I do feel it though, of somebody who maybe hides the fact that they have more money than they show, or make more than it looks like they do. Whatever they do, though, they're good. They feel like they know how to manifest in a way, like, or how to, they pray for what they want, and but they also, I think they understand too that sometimes it's about getting what you need and not always what you want. They're at peace with what they have, and that's why they have abundance. They're abundant. That's what I feel. This is also the type of person that can, I don't know why I feel this, but it's kind of funny. It's almost like they can make almost like $1 go for a week. Or they don't really need much to be happy. I hope I said that the right way, because it's more like okay, they may have money, but money doesn't impress them, or fancy things don't impress. That's more what I'm trying to say. It's like they would be happier, let's say, with let's say, like, if you got them a little gift. Okay, the thought is what matters with this person. It could be a little, that's what I'm trying to say. They're not materialistic. They like the thought more. Or they value thought, the thought of something. And I feel that's how they will be with you. They're no slouch, though, when it comes to, I feel, business with money. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, there's the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Ooh, the King of Swords. 5 of... Yeah, this person was definitely... I know what I feel. And they may have gone through it. Like, I feel taken advantage of by, whether they're guy or girl, right? Like, other guys or other girls who could have, again, used them. I do feel a bit of affluence with them. Like, they are pretty damn stable with, like, financially, but I do feel like they have been around people who wanted them for that. Or, like, even materialistic people. Like, oh, this is a big one. I know what I'm feeling. Like, people who expect really expensive gifts when you're, let's say, just a couple, or you're just meeting, and like, let's say, I know what I feel, because if it feels like someone, like, either they were with someone who, like, what do you mean that's what you got me for my birthday, or what do you mean that's, like, I know what I feel, and it's like they don't like materialistic people. They want to see if someone appreciates them, and I feel like they may have been with someone who didn't. And so now maybe if they have money, they don't show it off. They want you to think that they don't have it in a way. But it hasn't made them ungiving. That's what I feel. This person is a real master of light and dark. They get it. It's, again, because they're in the light, but they're not gullible either. They're no slouch. Ten of Wands. This definitely feels like they went through some rough times. And then they got it together. They know what it is maybe to be hungry. To know what it's like maybe to worry about where the food's going to come from at the end of the week. You know, maybe just like, you know, bread and butter, you know, or like some pasta with butter. Or maybe even just straight up pasta. Maybe just bread. You know, I feel like they know what that is. Some of you, this person also may be adopted. I just got that as well. Maybe an adopted child. Okay. Yeah, whatever this person does for, I feel though like they do, they're very like they're able to afford, like they're okay financially. They're good. They're not even, I don't even feel like I'm getting what they do for a living, honestly. It just feels like whatever it is, it's good. They're good. They make enough money to support themselves. Tower and the Fool. A lot of majors. Four of Cups. This is the sweetest energy, I swear. I love this. This is, you're going to fall, and you're going to fall hard for them. Okay? You're going to know. And it's going, again, you may go through this a little bit, but oh shit. You see when I'm cutting the deck, you see that there, look. Damn. The Seven of Pentacles and the Star. This is the answer to your prayers. So just trust it. Let the Tower hit. Let it happen. And give into it. And it just feels like a really beautiful connection forming. There's the Three of Swords. You see, there's that card again from the beginning. This is an energy. This is what you may go through with them. They may trigger this, okay? But they're going to make it all better. It's like an energy of you facing your trust issues. But they're not going to, they're going to give you something stable. All right, let me get you a final message now from the Romance Angels. Please, dear angels, dear God. It's interesting. The last two had the same three cards that came out. And I shuffled. So let me just... Final advice, please, dear angels. Passion. Allow your heart to see. Allow your heart to sing. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. New love. Bingo. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This is what this is saying is given to, I feel like, allow your heart, allow it to happen. And there's keep an open mind. I know what this one says. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Oh, damn. This entire reading, what was I harping about? Give your relationship a chance. Can't make this up. Work on your partnership. It's actually give this guy or girl, give them a chance. Give this guy or girl a chance. And there's express your love and let your friends help you. You know, this is also big energy. You know, like, oh God. You see, go ahead and make the romantic gesture, okay? But I feel your friends, okay, your circle can be crucial to this. You know, when you're when you say, you know what, I really think I met the one. You know, your friends can really help you through it, I think. You know, and maybe even give you the final, like that nudge that you need to go for it. You know, let me tell you a quick story. I remember when my best friend, one of my best friends, met her husband. Well, the man who's now her current husband. This was about, what was it, 7 years ago. I remember when she first met him. And, you know, I mean, I'd been through some previous guys, some previous boyfriends. And, you know, being who I am, I would say no. I would no, dirtbag, this, that, no, right? But when he came across, I knew, I felt it in right away, and I said to myself, in a way, that's the one. But it was interesting because she started to do, like, you know, mistrust it and not give in, or not, you know, kind of, it was like she was resistant. I'm like, no. And that's why I say this, let your friends help you. It's almost like an energy of no, like, how do I say this? Like, your friends can help you to maybe not make a mistake, and like trust them when it's clear they're being trustworthy. Because in a way, like, I kind of helped her to, I mean, she ultimately did it herself, you know, I mean, she gets full credit for that. But, you know, I would say that, you know, without us, you know, she may have dumped him or hurt him very bad. You know, because we had to say, no, you're used to the other ones. No, this guy's not them. Trust it. Give him a damn chance. And now they're married. But definitely let your friends help you. You know, and they may tell you those things that you just need to hear to give you the nudge. Okay, now I'm going to start cracking up because look what was on the bottom of the deck. Again, make the effort. Give your relationship a chance. Make the effort. You see, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You know, and the final thing that I wanted to say with this too is, you know, with any love, right? With any relationship, it's a risk, right? And let me just say this, you will never not be heartbroken again. You're never not going to be. In other words, like, there at some point something is going to hurt you. Something's going to maybe break your heart a little bit. You're never going to not be hurt in any connection, ever. And anyone who says otherwise has never seen it's never going to be some ideal fairy tale where your feelings never get hurt, their feelings never get hurt. It's not going to happen. And it's more about getting through that and not fearing it. But I feel it's almost like knowing how to not sweat the little stuff. The little stuff, you know, and like kind of, okay, well, what's deal breakers and what's just little shit that you get annoyed and then the next day it's over, you know. But that's more what and it's about getting through the difficulties. But what it feels like, what I wanted to say though is like the risks or the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. So, like, in other words, the risk of being heartbroken, let's say again or whatever, the risk that you would take the benefit of having a loving it's worth being heartbroken for, or the potential for that. The benefit outweighs the risk. Because for a great relationship, you will have to risk possibly being heartbroken. but it's worth it. Now, this deck I know I didn't shuffle, but I know the card that's not, and what it's a favorable outcome, and I felt guided to look at that. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. New and unexpected ways. See, I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help in this situation. Oh, shit. Look, the person you're asking about is trustworthy. What have I been saying this whole time? This person is trustworthy. You're going to need to trust them. Okay? So that's what I feel. It was an honor to do this reading for you. Ooh, that was long. And I tried to be very detailed. So I do hope that this resonates with you. And I'm sending you so much love. And again, now, for those of you who've watched this whole thing, I applaud you. And it was an honor being here with you and doing this. For those of you who are interested in a private reading, you can email me down below. That information is in the description box. I do offer live one-on-one readings and also pre-recorded readings, okay? And I'm sending you so much love. Bye-bye now.